podcast. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Back in studio today, beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys. We got Beat on my left. We got Bali ATX here to my right. We got Primo on the ones and twos, controlling everything going on in the background. We're here at the studio, boys. Back for another episode. Starting off with you, B. How are you doing, mate?
I'm like you said, we're here, bro. But it's been it's been a shitty weekend. We're out. We'll talk about it, but
You ever heard the song that I'm still alive but I'm barely breathing?
yeah, that's the track for this weekend.
That's the
me.
track for the weekend? Bali, how are you doing, mate?
Man, I'm very, very hurt, very, very disappointed.
Yeah.
It's been a tough week, man. And then last night just made it even worse, man.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassing. It hurts, bro. It hurts.
Interesting. Now, Primo, how are you doing, mate? Controlling the ones and twos.
I'm doing all right, bro. It's been a decent week for me because I was able to go see Real Madrid play.
How was that for real?
So that kind of made up for this loss. It was good, bro. I saw some golazos. I saw Chilena. Jose Lu. I saw Bellingham play, and it was a good time.
Interesting, mate. Interesting. Well, glad to have you back, and glad to know that you had fun at the Real Madrid versus Manchester game, right? That's the one,
Yeah.
right?
Did you go to the Real Madrid Barcelona game?
No.
Nah, yeah. Good thing you didn't go to that one. That one wasn't all that, bro. I heard it wasn't all that. Now, we're here to talk about, obviously, the Leagues Cup. But before we get into that, just want to plug in a couple things. Plug in the website, We'reAustinTV.com, where we drop those articles for y'all. The what you need to know is, and also a couple run it back. Shout out to Scott, football critic, and also JC. Also, we want to plug in the watch party that's going to be coming soon.
Yep.
Here in Austin, we're going to be having a watch party for the Dallas game, August 26th, at the Walnut Creek Pub here in Austin. So details are going to come out here for that here soon. I'm very excited for that, and hopefully a lot of y'all can join us for that. That's going to be fun. Anything else you want to add on that, B?
Yeah, more information is gonna come out soon. We're working on stuff, so we're just announcing it on the pod. But yeah, we'll definitely be putting some more info out.
100%, man. Now, boys, let's get into the episode. Obviously, we got a lot to talk about tonight, a lot to unpack. Hey, guys, let's take a quick break to talk to you about our newest sponsor, Packley. We are thrilled to introduce our esteemed sponsor, Packley, the creator of artisan super snacks that combine flavor, nutrition, and joy. Packley, which means joy in the language of the Aztecs, brings the essence of joy to every bite. These snacks are handmade using the best organic ingredients available. Packley starts with a mix of puffed ancient grains, essential amino acids, fiber, and vitamins, dried fruits, and a delicious range of chocolates, creating a unique eating experience that delights your taste buds.
To share the joy of Packley with all of you, we have an exclusive offer. When you visit their website at packleyfoods.com and use discount code WAATV at checkout, you'll receive a fantastic 10% off discount on your entire purchase. We want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to all of our listeners. Each purchase you make from Packley not only brings you delicious snacks, but also supports our show. We are immensely grateful for your support.
Thank you once again for supporting our show. More information in the description below. Now, let's get back to the show.
We're out of Leagues Cup 2023. Good run. It was fun. It
Good
was
run?
it was
It was fun.
It was fun. Good run, bro.
You
What's
serious?
going on here, bro?
it was a different experience. I'm happy that we took part in it. I guess you could say. I mean, I think this cup was great, and I hope that they do it again next year. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. The cup, yeah.
The cup.
Leagues
You know-
Cup has actually been, despite being an Austin FC fan, I think this competition is pretty dope.
Now, Austin FC falls to FC Juarez at home and is now eliminated from the 2023 Leagues Cup. I got to get y'all's overall thoughts, starting off with you, B.
Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. There was no run in this competition. We never even had a glimpse of any hope of getting out the group since the first game against Mazatlan, and now Juarez. I mean, 3-1. I called it, bro. I don't always call the score predictions, but I called this one, and 3-1 and then 3-1, bro. 6-2 aggregate, with these two teams, and just embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing performance. Embarrassing we couldn't get out the group. With this competition, being Liga MX size, we're getting a different eyeballs on us and on this competition and on our club and our stadium, and to be pictured in this way, it's a very upsetting, and I'm very embarrassed.
Pause. Primo, what's going on right there with the wavelengths? Porque no se oye B, right?
No, sí se oye, güey. Sí se oye.
Oh, sí se oye?
Sí,
okay,
sí,
cool. Bet, so we can just hop in there. Ready? 3, 2. Now, Bali B was saying that there was no glimpses of hope at all. I want to ask for your overall thoughts on the match, and also, do you agree that there was no glimpses of hope? Because I mean, there was a little bit there, bro. I mean, there was a moment where we were up, but your thoughts overall on the
I
match?
mean, there was a little hope in the beginning, but not enough. And at the end of the day, we were embarrassed again, at home again.
Yeah.
Another competition that we're out of again. That's 3 this year already. Not good enough. And people are done with this. People are tired of this, and I agree with them. I'm tired of this shit too.
Calma.
It's time for change. Time for change.
I don't think we'll see any of that until the end of the season, though, bro. But interesting that you say that. I got sent a picture today on Instagram of somebody that ran into Rodo Borrell at an HEB somewhere in Austin.
What?
Yeah, and apparently Rodo Borrell said changes are coming or that we need to make changes.
Swear.
So, kind of going off on that point. Slack has it all. Now, I got some quotes here. I'm going to start off with one from Josh Wolf. He goes on to say, the first goal sucks the life out of the stadium, sucks the life out of the team. I think to some degree, and again, I think the second half, there's moments that are good, but you give up a goal, and then you give up a second goal quite quickly. It showed a lack of maturity, and we looked a little naive. There's still plenty of time when you go down 2-1. There's 25 minutes left, so that was disappointing. Now, that's Josh Wolf on the goals conceded. He also goes on to say they weren't taking the ball from us. We were giving it to them, and they're good enough to get on the ball often enough. They'll show up in good spots and create some chances, but the chances, again, fell to them. The first goal is obviously a massive error. In the second goal, we have plenty of guys in the box dealing with the guy that's in the middle of the penalty box. We have guys there. We have to take accountability. It is similar to the other night against Mazatlan. The deflection falls to them, and they take it. And the third one, the guy dribbles inside to Arson, inside 2 of ours, and slots it home. So Josh Wolf very frustrated with the goals conceded, probably calling out his defense there just a little bit, saying that they were a little bit too soft. Now, more quotes here. This is from Nick Lima. He goes on to say, in the tunnel, he was talking to the media. He says, we've come up short. That's not an excuse. We've just got to find a way to be better and get these results in these tournaments. Also, Ethan Finley, very emotional, very frustrated after the match. He goes on to say, rust, call it what it is. Leagues Cup is over for us. We're focusing on MLS. And then on his goal, he goes on to say, it came in a loss. I couldn't give a shit, he goes on to say, to be honest. Ethan Finley,
Very upset.
Ethan Finley very upset. Now, that quote had a lot of fans riled up in a good way and in a bad way. Some people kind of took it out of context. Some fans were saying how Ethan Finley shouldn't be talking like that, how he needs to embrace these moments, I guess. Some people were kind of calling him out just a little bit. Maybe the way that the quote was shaped, maybe I had some fault in that. But other fans, like Alvaro, for instance, he was saying like, wow, Ethan Finley, this is what we need to hear. Shout out to Ethan. He has that dog mentality, I guess you can say. So real quick, I want to ask you on that quote, how do you feel about Ethan Finley, coming out and kind of showing us maybe the side of Ethan Finley that we haven't seen yet?
I mean, he's very upset, and it shows that he cares because he wanted to win. And the last couple games, he's been the only one that I see showing fight, man.
Yeah.
He's been showing up for us, and a great goal again last night. But again, he looks at his defense, and his defense lets him down once again.
So, do you see why I say Ethan Finley over Leo Messi? Because this guy is a fighter.
You're still fighting that, bro.
You finally see that?
Bro.
Do you finally see why I said it?
I love Ethan Finley.
Thank you.
But your Messi jokes right now, I'm not with it right now.
All right.
I don't want to hear it right now.
Fair.
Look, bro,
Go ahead.
As fans, we're embarrassed, right? But I mean, you could tell by him, he's also embarrassed, dude. I mean, they asked him about his goal, and him being the player that he is, he, like you said, he could give a shit about his goal when they lost.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, very disappointing result, bro.
100%. Now, mates, I want to talk a little bit about the lineup discussion before we get into some of the goals and some substitutions that we were going to talk about, and also kind of talk about the match ratings. Primo has the lineup here on top for us. This is on Football, right, Primo? Right, we're on Footmob. Now, we got to talk about the lineup real quick because it was very interesting. When it dropped, we were like, hey, is Rodney Redes really going to be up top as that 9? Google had him up there on 9, and also I think the MLS website had him on there, but later it was corrected and also speculated by some fans like, oh, okay, well, this is simple. Rodney is going to go into the left side. Diego's going to play that 10 spot. Finley's going to go to the right where he's always at, and Andrussi is going to play a striker / false 9. So before we get into a little bit of match ratings, I want to ask you, B, what was your thoughts on that false nine formation that Austin FC pulled off last night?
I mean, we knew heading into this game that Maxi was injured because Wolf said.
Along with Zardis, yep.
Zardis, so no Zardis, no Maxi, and Will Bruin is our third string number 9. But I mean, come on, he was not gonna start this game. He's not a starting number 9 for us. So then the question was who's playing number 9, and yeah, some fans were saying Redes and this and that, but I mean, I think ultimately it steps up. Juicy would have to be number 9. So as soon as the players got on the field, we noticed that Juicy was the number 9. And he's not a number 9, but he'll do the job, bro. Like, he was coming into the space, trying to get the ball, leaving a empty space up for where Moxie or Zardes would play. So, I guess. I mean, we came out pretty good, man. The first 20 minutes.
We came out good.
So this lineup was good. First 25 minutes, we were on it, bro. We looked great.
I wanna bring up Gabriel from La Guardia del Norte. What he said on the fan reactions was spot on. He said that our game plan was most likely to come out fast and hard early because we don't have the legs for a 90-minute performance against a team like Juarez.
Mm-hmm.
And Juarez, credit to them, they set their game plan out pretty good. I think this is what they kind of had to do. And Gabriel also said it. He said that Juarez was probably just waiting for us to get tired. They just let us have the ball. And then in that second half, they came at us 100% with everything that they had.
Yeah.
And we saw it could have been 5-1, could have been 5-3, whatever, if we put our chances away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So, Bali, I want to bring you in now, mate, on the discussion of Drusi at the false 9. This formation could be something we could keep in the back of our pocket because, just like B said, for the first 30 minutes, for the first half, we were looking dangerous. We were knocking on Juarez's door. Ronnie puts his chance away. Maybe we go up, and there was other chances too. So, what do you think about this false 9 Drusi formation?
I actually really like it. I actually like Drusi. Drusi looks good in that number 9 role, and hopefully we get to see a little bit more. Until Zardes comes back. I think it's a couple weeks until Zardes comes back and Maxi. So I think Drusi, this is going to be his position from now on for a couple games, and I like it. I think the more he gets to play in it, the more experience, the more comfortable he feels, and it's going to be better for us.
Would you be okay with going to St. Louis with this lineup?
100%.
100%.
100%.
Okay. Now, Primo, can we get into some match ratings, bro? If you could zoom in just a little bit, starting off from the back with the lowest rating, bro. I mean, is this a justified rating, boy, Stuber?
I think so.
With the 4.4?
I think so.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Horrible
A
mistake.
4.4?
Horrible mistake.
First goal was horrible.
I mean,
mistake.
I know that the first goal was a horrible mistake by Stu. I get it, but a 4.4, y'all? That's harsh. Harsh on
I honestly,
Stubby.
I don't really look too much into the ratings, to be honest, but I mean, 4.
It was a horrible mistake, bro. You had to be real.
I'd give him a 5.6, 5.8, but a 4.4, bro?
Nah.
No, because he also had saves in this game. But it is what it is. Now, moving forward, we had Kip Keller with the 5.7. He got a yellow card and was subbed out at minute 65. Julio Cascante with the 6.1. He had a decent game. The fullbacks, we had John Gallagher with the 5.7. He was getting caught up field late in the second half. Nick Lima 6.0. He was having a hard time dealing with Aitor Garcia along with Julio Cascante. Now in the midfield, we had Danny Pereira with the 5.6. He was receiving some criticism. Now I'm on this Slack channel called LDR. There was somebody in there kind of giving Danny a little bit of flack, a little bit of slack, whatever, kind of calling him out.
For what?
Saying that he has not produced enough goal opportunities, saying that he hasn't created enough chances for him to be starting or playing as many minutes as he has.
Yeah, is he blind?
Tripping.
I mean,
Is he blind?
Devil's advocate.
He must be.
Devil's advocate.
He must be. He must be blind.
This person pointed out how Danny Pereira has only had a couple assists in thousands of minutes for Austin FC. It's his third season, and they were kind of criticizing at how he doesn't take shots.
Bro, if you're looking at his game and as far as assists and goals, you're looking at it different, bro. It's the vibe that he has in the midfield. When he slides in right next to Kip Keller and Julio Cascante, he drives the ball, he creates. He at least takes initiative, bro. Like it's I get it, the assists and goals, but we know this before, bro. When we played Mazatlan, Danny is an important piece in this lineup, bro.
Okay.
I mean, important. I mean,
I'm just sharing the message.
Yeah, I mean, if
I'm
you're
just
criticizing
passing
his
it.
assists
I'm passing
and
the
goals,
message.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Tell that guy to come talk to me.
Okay.
Don't
All
come
right,
talk to
okay.
me.
Calma.
Tell him.
Now, moving on to Owen Wolf, who had a 7.0 match rating. He had a beautiful assist to Ethan Finley, but we're going to talk about that right now here in a bit. I think Owen Wolf had a great first half. Struggled to keep it together there in the second, but I mean, he was running his butt off. So Owen Wolf with the 7.0. Ethan Finley, 7.3. He did get the only goal for Austin FC of the night. Diego Fagundes, 6.7, playing that 10 role. He was subbed out minute 77. Then we had Rodney Redes, who we thought was going to play striker, but like we see here, he's on the left. He had a 5.8. He had a poor match. Rodney Redes had a pretty poor
He had
match.
that chance in the beginning. I think
Yeah.
the first
Golden
chance of the
chance.
game.
I
Golden
think
chance.
Golden chance.
I mean, if he buries that, I think game changes maybe.
Yeah, for
100%.
sure.
He was
Yeah.
subbed out minute 65. Now, at the top, we were talking about him a bit ago. Sebastian Drusi with the 7.3. He played well. I think his link up with Owen Wolf was fantastic. They were, clicking 1 and 2, breaking that midfield. And I think they were doing fantastic during the first opening, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So credit to Drusi. We just needed a goal from him. He had a couple chances, too. We got to be real. And they just didn't fall in the back of the net. Now, boys, anything you want to add on to the lineup discussion?
I mean, if we don't have Maxi and Zardes, this is going to be our lineup going forward with Drusi as number 9, obviously.
It's a good lineup. It's a good
but
lineup.
I wouldn't say that this is now our lineup with a healthy Zardes and Maxi, bro. I wouldn't say that.
Maybe take out Kip Keller, insert Matt Hedges, the new center back that we
Yeah, I
just
think
picked
so.
up.
Oh yeah,
Possibly,
yeah,
possibly.
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
that- I
I
think
mean,
that will happen.
Matt Hedges. Are we going to talk about him too?
Yeah,
'Cause
he
I-
was brought on minute
Yeah.
65
And he
for
looked
Kip
good.
Keller. For Kip
And
Keller.
he looked decent.
He
you know?
did decent.
I
I mean,
think
it's hard to give anyone like a good praise when we lose, to 3-1 and get knocked out. But I think Matt had a decent game for us. I mean, I'm excited to have him start for us because he's gonna start, bro, next to
Yep.
Julio.
Okay, interesting, man. Now, I want to get into some of the match highlights, the goals, and some substitutions that went on. Talk about a little bit in depth onto what happened in the game. Now, right off the bat, Primo, let's see if you can bring up those highlights. If not, it's cool. I can get them here on this screen. Minute 15, starting off the highlights for Austin FC versus FC Juarez. Minute 15, quick throw in from Nick Lima to Sebastian Drusi sparks up a counter attack where Seba finds Diego in the middle, and Diego quickly gives it back, sending Seba into the box, absolutely flying. Not in front of the goal, but enough space for him to kind of get that pass of death. Now, Seba picks out Rodney Redes, who absolutely should have scored this 100%. We were just talking about it right now. And El Shaka, who used to play for Mexico for almost every single game when Tata Martino was there. And he was mid. El Shaka was
I mean,
mid.
look, he gives me the Felipe vibes.
He
remember?
does.
You know what I mean? He's mid, but look, he's right there dogging, bro. He'll get in your face and throw some
We made
elbows.
him look good. Let's say that.
Yeah.
He had a game
Yeah.
versus Austin FC. Now, here we have it on screen. Rodney Redes should have put this away. I want to get your thoughts on this, B.
Yeah.
Was it you were saying how Rodney did everything that he could. I think he should have put this away in his sleep.
The move. I mean, we're talking about Rodney Redes here. The way that
Look
he
at
gets
this
it,
angle,
yeah.
though. Look at this angle right now, all right? Well, go ahead.
Yeah,
Look at
like
that.
the ball
Look at
comes
that.
in, he's coming forward.
Yes.
So I think he gets a touch on it, and look, I mean, you praise Shaka, but he was just right. The ball just kind of went right to him. It's not like he.
Yeah, it went right to
It
him.
went right to him. I'm not defending Rodney, and he should have been burying this, but yeah, that should have got on the back end there, bro. We should have
100%.
been up 1-0 at this
100%.
point.
100%. Bali, any thoughts on this highlight real quick?
I mean, it's a horrible miss. I mean, I think if he shoots that with power in the corner, that goes in. He basically just shoots it, just trying to bounce it off the defender.
You know what,
What
he
is
should have
that?
done? He should have done that.
He should have
behind.
he should have pump faked. Yes. No, like a sort of pump fake.
Como las mete de Giroud. What do you call that? From behind, like the taquito
Oh,
almost.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Damn it, man. There's a name
I don't
for
know.
that.
I don't know what it's a little move.
It's like a taquito rebona
Yes,
way. Like, you know what I
yes,
mean? He should have done
yes.
that if he was live with it. That would.
If he was live with it.
If he was live with it, he would have done that. We're gone back to the net.
If he
bro.
was live with it, it's different
Yeah.
story. Different story. Now, I want to credit the play though. Credit the play. It was a great build up.
Yeah, it really was.
Quick throw in, smart by Drusi to tell Nick Lima, hey, I'm ready to go. Send it to me. Nick Lima listens to him. He sends it, and they go down the field. He finds Diego, finds Drusi again, and then Rodney should have put that away, and it would have been maybe on Bleacher Report as one of the best goals of Leagues Cup. I don't know.
Up there,
Yeah.
bro.
Up there. Up there. Up
Is-
there.
is yeah, great move.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the first 20, like I said earlier, the first 25, 30 minutes, bro, we look great, bro.
Yes, look.
We look great.
Minute 17, another beautiful counter play created by Seba and Owen in the midfield, who looked like Messi and Neymar in 2015 for just a little bit. Owen feeds Lima, who patiently waits for Seba to arrive in the box, and when he connects with his head, it crashes, meaning the ball, it crashes off of the goalkeeper's right post, and it unfortunately goes out. We get the build up right here. Look at that. Owen saucy.
Owen cooking.
And then
Yeah,
Drusi
Owen.
with the little taco, he feeds it to Lima. Lima waiting for Drusi. Drusi with a cheeky run, gets in
Yeah,
front of
boom.
everybody,
Oof.
and the ball just slices the post. B, thoughts on this? I mean, we were going mad at
Yeah.
Q2, bro.
I mean, look, Juicy did what he had to do. He headed the ball to get it in that far post. It unfortunately hits the post and it goes out. I mean, again, another clear-cut chance. 2-0 should have been at this point, bro.
2-0. We could have been 2-0 inside
Yeah.
the first 20 minutes.
And I think that was, like you said, the game plan is to come out strong. I mean, that when you want to come out strong off the bat, you gotta get 1 or 2 goals. We got one, and
Yep.
it wasn't enough, bro.
Yeah, and also on that, whenever you're a team and you're knocking on the door and you see that the chances are not coming in, after a while it starts to have an effect on you.
Yeah.
Like, man, we're never gonna score. Like, man, it's never gonna go in. But we didn't have to wait too much longer because minute 22, goal, Austin FC. Something from the training ground, maybe, because this was nasty.
Yeah.
Owen sets up Ethan Finley. We see it right here.
Ethan
With
Himley. or
Ethan Himley.
Himley.
With a clear chance on goal. And Ethan does what he does best, and he finishes it home.
What a great
bro.
finish.
What a great finish.
What a great finish.
Beautiful pass by Owen. by the
Beautiful
way.
pass,
Beautiful.
beautiful finish. I had trouble figuring out which one was the better of the two.
The pass.
The pass?
The pass.
If Primo, if you can, well, it's actually gonna play
The
right
pass was disgusting.
now. Now he gets it. He gives it to Julio, and then I think he gets it back from Kip. And as soon as he gets it from Kip, I mean, he doesn't even take a touch. He one times it.
Yep.
Nah,
For
I think
Ethan
the finish,
Finley.
bro. I think the finish.
The
bro.
finish?
The finish, bro. Because he's
Nah,
got two.
nah, the pass. The pass.
He still
the
has
pass,
work to
the
do.
Bro,
He
pass.
still has work to do.
Look, the pass was good, but then he had to kind of,
No, look at that pass.
Look at the pass.
bro.
Boop. Look. Boop.
I get
right
that.
There.
I get that right there. But then look, bro. He still has to give it more pace, and then he's got 2 defenders on him, and he's closing the angle on the goal,
But
and he
that's
still
easy.
buries
That's
it.
easy work for Ethan. That's easy for him.
Nah, I
That's
think
easy.
I think the finish
That's
was,
easy.
was
That's easy.
what a
Listeners,
finish, bro.
listeners, let us know what you thought was better: the pass by Owen or the finish by Ethan Finley on the goal for Austin.
And
FC.
look at his celebration.
Just
I
like-
mean,
he's
Yeah,
like, eh.
yeah,
at this
it's
point,
easy.
we're killing
easy.
it, bro. We're killing it. We're giving it to Juarez.
Yeah, we really
we
are.
should have been up at this. This should have been the 3rd goal. I mean, we should
Yeah.
have been burying these guys. So the celebration is worthy of the performance. And then after this moment, bro, after this, I mean,
After this,
Now-
momentum changed. And
Now, minute 27, Aitor Garcia, who had a great game, he comes very close to making it 1-1. Juarez was starting to knock on the door. This is it right here. Juarez picks it up, short free kick play, feeds it to Aitor. He shoots it, kind of similar angle from Ethan Finley's, but he puts it wide, thankfully. Minute 33, Juarez weirdly hit the top of the crossbar from a deflection, but that was a very nervy moment. Was it Sebastian Saucedo gets it at the corner of the box, hits it, it bounces off of Ethan Finley's calf, kind of his ankle area, and it teardrops onto the top of the crossbar, going in for a corner kick for FC Juarez. Now, minute 35, goal Juarez, Sebastian Saucedo, who we had just mentioned, he makes it 1-0. Now we got to put the car in park and talk about this moment here for a bit, because it's 1-0, but after a trick play. Now, I say trick play because if you're listening to this podcast and we haven't kept up with what's been saying on Twitter or Threads or Instagram, apparently this was a play from the FC Juarez training ground. And apparently these guys have been working on this trick play or whatnot to confuse the goalkeeper. And let me say, it worked fantastic versus Austin FC.
Yeah.
Because as we see on screen, Stuver completely baffled, blinded, just reacts so late.
un tiro
B,
centro, as you would call it.
Your
güey.
thoughts?
Yeah, un tiro centro, as you would call it. Where you shoot it, but it looks like a cross, or you cross it and it's actually
I
going
couldn't
in.
believe it.
Un
I
tiro,
couldn't believe
un tiro
it.
centro, and look, I mean, Stuber is the reason why he doesn't die for the ball is because he is scared that there's gonna be a touch.
Yes,
So
correct.
there is no touch, and the ball goes right through him. Say it how you want to, bro. Mistake by
100%,
Stuber. He should have got to that
He
ball.
knows it.
He knows it. He knows it. And this kind of throws cold water on all that great performance that we had in the first 25 minutes. I mean, just like oh wow, you know what I mean? Just like just a bucket of ice on top of us. Juarez, after the first 25-30 minutes, they're like, okay, it's our turn. Let's start turning up the heat a little bit. We weathered a little bit of the storm. We conceded one, so now it's our turn to go forward, and they got a goal, and this, I mean, bro, it looks so much worse because it goes so slow. It just slowly goes in. It's just like
It's
you know,
tough. Now, real quick, a quote here from Stuver Bali. I'm going to let you react to it. Stuver goes on to say, this is from his Instagram. He posted a photo. He says, worst time to have an off night and letting the team down in a critical moment is always difficult to handle. Thank you to the fans for showing out. We will need you in the final push of the regular season. Now, I was on the We Arsenal TV account. I saw this post, and I go on to say, ¿Cómo no te voy a querer? You know, like the
Yeah.
chant.
Yeah.
Si nos has salvado una y otra vez. And if you translate it with the function button or whatever, it says, how can I not love you if you saved me countless times? So I want to get your thoughts, obviously showing to our goalkeeper, Stuver, who saved us more than more than times we can count on our hands, bro. I mean, 3 seasons of Stuver. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I appreciate the leader that Stewart is, you know, coming out, taking responsibility, knowing that, you know what, I messed up. But, you know, let me come and apologize to the fans. You know, I appreciate that, Stewart. But that mistake, you know, it's embarrassing mistake. And, you know, a professional goalkeeper shouldn't do that. They just shouldn't. So, damn, Seattle 2-0 against Monterrey.
Sorry to cut it out, but yeah, I put on the back mini TVs. We have the Monterrey Seattle game playing in the background. 10 minutes
In 10 minutes, Seattle is
Up
1
2-0.
goal away
from a 3.
from what they need to pass on to the next round.
Yeah.
Levels.
Yeah.
Levels. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we were talking about Stuver and his goal and his mistake on the Sebastián Saucedo goal. You know, he also spoke to the media after the match, and he had a very powerful quote. You know, very powerful words where he was saying how they pretty much wanted it more. They said that they know that they won't get invited to an international tournament very often, so that they were gonna give it all, and they did. He also mentioned how they live for soccer, and he also mentioned how they slept in a hotel the nights before the game, and you know, obviously they're not with their family. The Austin FC players get to be with their family. The Mexican teams have to travel. So he was just kind of saying like, yo, we're not taking anything for granted. We're taking it serious. And I mean, this guy, very well-spoken player.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
it seems like there's an edge to every Mexican team because they're traveling, like you said, bro. Although all that on top of everything, I think there's a bit of more of an edge
Yep.
to and then, you know, being at a stadium like Q2, you know, the fans, you know, you want to kind of shut us up, and I think they did, bro.
Now, at halftime, it was 1-1. You know, we were thinking like, okay, you know what? It's still there. Penalties, that's still something that we need to go on to the next round. So it wasn't that bad, right?
We were still in there.
We were in there, 100%. Now, minute 52, Aitor Garcia receives the ball from a through ball. It came from a little bit behind the half field, you can say, and completely burns Julio Cascante, who doesn't contest him in any way, really. He was just chasing him the whole time. It kind of reminded me of Bell and Bartra just a little bit. You remember that goal in
Yeah.
2013?
Yeah.
Similar, just a little bit. Kip arrives to apply pressure, but Garcia still gets around him and gets a shot. But thankfully, he was always leaning away from the ball. And when he shoots, he's completely off balance, and the ball kind of bites wide. So, B, what was your thoughts when you saw this guy just dice through our
cooking.
defense?
I mean, we'll get to the third goal, but this is essentially like the third goal, bro. I mean, burned Julio, and he gave himself that touch to get away from Kip Keller. You know, it should have gone in the back of the net, in my opinion, bro.
100%. We got lucky on that one. Balling, anything you want to add on? You know, or not necessarily add on.
He destroyed Julio.
Yeah, he did.
What do you want to add on?
Burned
You know,
him,
he
burned
destroyed our whole
Kip Keller
defense.
too. Kip Keller.
Destroyed our defense, you know?
At this
What?
point, I mean, look, bro.
Men against boys, bro.
Yeah,
That's
at this
what it
point, I
is.
mean, they're
Okay, all right.
they're charging up, bro.
Okay, well-
they see how they can play us.
Their momentum changed. They're
momentum
looking
is
good.
on their side.
They're on top of us. They know they can beat us. They know that we're soft.
They're
They
starting
know
to
that
feel a
we-
little
they-
confident.
They
going
know that
forward.
they're showing more fight. They know that they want it more. They know that we don't care. That's the truth, man.
Long story
Say it,
short.
man.
No. Long story short, the right way to say it, they made adjustments. That's the right way to say it. That's the professional way to say it. All right?
Ooh.
So I need you to bring the emotion down just a little bit. All right, because we got some other stuff. And buckle up because it gets it gets crazier. So, minute 61, FC Juarez started to control the game as we began to
They've been.
chase it. They get a cross into our box, which goes off of Galley, and Ethan loses his man in the middle. Goal, Aitor Garcia, great finish. Got it right here. Ethan completely. He's kind of following him, and then he steps away, and he's left by himself. And Joshua was very critical of this. He was like, "Yo, guys, we have 6 guys in the box, and the dude is by himself in
Yeah.
the penalty area. What's going on?" And
But I mean,
credit to Wolf. I mean, when are the players going to start, kind of stepping up for him
Yeah.
too?
I mean, look, the ball gets deflected. Look, it gets deflected, perfect height, and just improvised finish, bro. I mean,
Strikers finish.
I wouldn't a striker's finish. I wouldn't call this necessarily luck because the finish was amazing. But for it to just bounce up and him being alive to it, and then just the way of the finish, I mean,
It is what it is, man.
there is too many Austin FC players in the box for that to be happening. I mean,
No, that was 2-1. The hope started leaving our body after that, but we were like, okay, well, you know what? It's 2-1. If we get one back, it's 2-2, and penalties are still on the cards.
Yeah.
Right? The hope was still not gone. It was still there.
hey,
King
Now-
of hope, king of hope.
Now, minute 68, Austin FC gets caught up field. Juarez takes advantage of the space left in the midfield, as noted by Adrian Healy, who was on the call last night. Aitor Garcia, this guy gave us so many problems. A quality striker makes no mistake and slots it home after a nice little pump fake. Now, y'all's thoughts on this goal real quick. B, I'm going to start off with you, mate. This was 3-1.
Yeah.
The dagger, really.
yeah, I mean, it was
Look at the space.
the space. Us being at the game,
Look at Danny getting back.
yeah, I knew that it was a wrap. After that, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. We didn't show any signs of maybe potentially coming back or anything like that. I think Stuber should have stopped that. Should have saved that one. I mean, it's right there. But at this point, it was done, bro. It was done.
Now-
We were done.
On the score, it was done. That's where it ended 3-1, but not necessarily, because there were at least 2 or 3 more chances where Juarez could have capitalized.
Oh yeah.
And if
done for us.
if their chances would have
facts.
gone in, it could have been a 4-1. It could have been a 5-1, and it could have been a bloodbath at the
Yeah.
end.
It
I
should
mean,
have been.
more than, one chance already went by. This is one more chance where it's just too easy.
Yeah.
If they put a proper finish behind that, we're seeing a 5-1 scoreline, and it's a complete embarrassment.
We
at,
should've-
at that point, honestly.
Yeah. We should have.
Now, one more thing here on the highlights, me not to
Yeah.
cut you off. I'm gonna get your take on this. We see here Drusi with the shot that gets cleared off the line.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is Will Bruin. Will Bruin, one of the biggest guys on the field, is lying down on the ground, blocks Nick Lima's shot on
No
goal,
way.
which could have been cleared off the line again.
I didn't get to see that
bro.
angle.
I did not see that, bro.
But Will Bruin complaining when we're knocking on the door. Will.
But I mean, look, had that gone in, it was a wrap.
It was a
But-
wrap.
And it
And
was
then,
over
maybe
anyways, Hernan, man.
It was over anyways. But maybe he was just trying to get a penalty for the team. I guess.
Where, brother? There's no
Yeah.
penalty there.
I mean, this is pointless, bro.
Yeah,
It's not.
pointless.
It's not necessarily pointless
It's
because there
pointless.
was still time
bro.
added
Pointless.
on.
It's
Let's
pointless.
say let's say
Pointless.
Pointless, bro.
it's 3-2.
It's pointless, bro.
The ref adds one more minute. We get a corner
Damn,
kick
bro,
and
selling
and,
that
we,
hope,
and we get it.
son.
I'm
selling
just
that hope, brother.
I'm just
It was
saying-
pointless,
I'm just
bro. We
saying,
got
bro.
fucking
I'm just
embarrassed.
saying.
We're an
I'm just saying.
Bro,
embarrassment to the
Hernan,
league.
bro, Hernan, look, bro, Hernan, I love you, bro, and you're my guy, bro. But right now, bro, you just shut up for me. All
I'm
right,
just
bro?
saying,
You
if
just
that
shut
goes
up-
in,
just shut up
if
right
that
now,
goes
bro.
in, if that goes
Please,
in,
bro.
we add a little bit more time to the
Sure,
clock.
bro.
We fight
Sure,
for a
bro.
corner kick. Stuver goes up,
Sure.
and you never know.
Sure.
You
but-
really never know.
Sure, but no, bro. That's not what happened.
man.
All right, bro.
It wasn't.
We're an
It's
embarrassment
not gonna
to the
happen. It
league,
wasn't
bro.
going to
All
happen.
right, all right. Now I want to get on to one of the next topics. We have limited time here tonight at the Top Flight Pod. We're gonna go watch Barbie.
Oh, really? I
Are
didn't know
we?
that.
Are we?
Well, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I got actually
wanna
tickets for
liven up
everybody.
the mood, bro.
Yeah, we gotta liven up the
mood.
mood. We
Yeah.
need a little bit of a team bonding exercise.
Yeah, you can wear your Messi kit to the
Nah, bro. Nah,
to
bro.
the to the
Hey,
movie. It's pink.
Right
Not
now,
only do
right
we
now,
need-
I need alone time. I need alone time.
Not only,
Bro,
hey,
honestly,
you
dude.
purposely take yourself in a dark place, bro. Why?
should we go watch Oppenheimer?
I mean, ain't nothing darker than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
But we
good,
need
man.
coffee.
I'm good.
I got some
I'm good, man.
fedoras for us.
I'm good, man. I want to be in my
All right.
room with my lights off, in my bed,
With
thinking.
that song, "Hello, Darkness, my old friend."
That's what I want to do right now.
Jeez. All right, boys. Now, moving on to the next topic, I want to ask an important question. Now, it might get a little bit of pushback from some of our listeners. Maybe Bali here next to me. Maybe B will agree with me. We'll see what happens.
Come
But
on,
my
man.
question
Here we
is-
go.
Did we push this team too hard? Coaches, coaches and fans together. Did we push this team too far? Number one, we didn't have the legs for Leagues Cup, and we still went for it. We put pressure on the team on social media saying to go for it. Yes or no? We did. Didn't we not? There was pressure. No.
Yeah.
Okay, number two. Is there a leadership problem at Austin FC ever since Ruben Gabrielson left? for his old club, Lillestrøm. We've seen
Yes.
that time and time
Yes.
again. We absolutely
Yes.
fall apart. Another thing that I wanted to point out is saying that things have been too easy. But you can kind of point that out. You can kind of credit that to the injuries and the freshness that are holding us back. So the question goes to y'all: did we push this team too much?
Bro, no, bro. I don't think we did. I think that the lineup, we went for it, bro. I think it wasn't like, oh, Wolf didn't take this seriously. We put a Austin FC 2 players out there. No, we did go for it, bro. To be honest with you, we went for it with the best. I know we had injuries, right? We had some injuries. The first game, no Danny, no Drusi. Second game, no number 9. So with what we had, we went for it, and we showed out, and that's where we are, bro. We're in our place now. When we go for it, we lose 3-1 to Mazatlan. We lose 3-1 to Juarez, bro. We went for it. This is us. Like you said, there's levels to this shit. We know our level. Our level is we can't compete with these guys.
Interesting.
That's our level, bro. I mean, this season, bro, has been a season of just national embarrassment, bro. In all the competitions, Champions League, Open Cup, this competition, we've gone viral for all the wrong reasons, bro. We used to be posting stuff and getting views and comments for beating LAFC 4-1 and make reels and TikToks of, goals and this and that. This season, we've been going viral for all the wrong shit. For losing to Violet, for crashing out the Open Cup, for getting embarrassed in the Leagues Cup. This season has been just shit, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
We
Absolute shit season, bro.
But just as much as that, it's also been the season of injuries, bro.
Also the season of injuries.
It's
That's
also
true.
been the season of
That
injuries.
is true, bro. That is true. And I get that. But look, the most messed up part, I guess, is like, okay, we're still 4th in the West. There's still something to fight for in the MLS. Fifth, I'm sorry.
Fifth.
We're 5th in the West. But fans don't see it. Look, there's some fans out there that, don't really care as much about this competition because it doesn't really do much because we got to push the MLS. But what it does do, it gives us that image globally, nationally, bro. The Mexico fans down there, the families, that the way they see us, bro. When we lost to Haiti, we got national attention.
We lost to Violet.
Well, the Haitian. I'm sorry, the Haitian team. We lost to Violet. National attention. Fans that don't even know the league, they know that we suck. Fans that they're like, oh, MLS. I don't watch MLS, but I know Austin. They're the team that lost to Violet.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't watch MLS, but they're the team that got spanked by Juarez and Mazatlan. You know what I mean? That kind of attention is what we're getting by crashing out of these competitions, bro. You know what I mean? And you could say, okay, we're in the MLS, we're 5th in the West, we can make a playoff push, sure, and I'm all down for that. But embarrassment, bro. Just embarrassed, bro. Embarrassed.
On that point, Bali, do you want to, kind of chime in on the question that I just asked? I know you're very frustrated at the fact that I brought it up, but did we push this team too hard? The coaches and the fans together. I mean, Brad, shout out to my G Brad, and Phoenix also had this take. It's like, this cup really doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a money grab.
Yeah, I mean.
So did we push this team too hard?
I mean, I could care less what those people have to say, man. They don't feel what I feel. I care about this cup. Did we push this team too hard? I mean, these players get paid to play week in, week out. You get paid, and some of these players have new contracts, which means big money that you should, show out and prove to us why you deserve that money, why you deserve that contract. And about the captain situation, do we have a captain? No, we don't. We have no leader. In the dressing room, our captain is a crybaby. He cries on that field. Hold on. Wait a minute. He's a crybaby. He cries on that field. When has Drusi ever came out as a captain, as a man, and talked to the media and say, you know what? I'm the captain, and I promise you that we will work hard this week. We will bounce back, and I'm sorry for the fans. I'm sorry that we played like this. Come out, speak to the fans. Speak to the media. Come out like a man. You hide.
I will say this, Polly. Let's not get too crazy. He let me down a little bit as a fan. He doesn't know anything to me, myself personally, to anybody really, I guess. But it was really upsetting, the video that I saw with Juicy Dior kind of skipping the media, kind of just waltzing through, not giving anybody at least a word, like say, hey, messed up, we're out of Leagues Cup, this is my team, I'm the captain. I was upset, but to come after him as a man, I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I don't care what you think.
I don't think that's the angle. I don't think that's the angle. But
I say whatever I want to. I say what I say. I don't care what you think.
No, yeah, totally. I get it. But I think criticizing him on the captain side of things is better than coming out for him as a man, because those are two different things. I think so. B, any thoughts on that?
You shouldn't have skipped media, bro.
If he was told, hey, you don't have to do media, then I get it. But if he had to show himself and he said, nah, you know what, I'm not, that's a different story, bro.
The players that I saw that gave words to the media or quotes to the media: Nick Lima, John
Finley.
Gallagher, Ethan Finley, Diego Fagundes spoke with Michelle Sanchez.
Yeah.
Not all the Juarez players, but most of the Juarez players, obviously, they were more happy. But the fact that Drusi didn't pass through, the fact that he didn't give anybody any kind of word, it's a little upsetting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
As a captain on this team, as a man, I don't know what kind of person he is. So I'm not concerned on that side. I'm not concerned, but as a captain of the team that I like.
I'll tell you, crybaby.
All right, bro. Okay, anything we want to add onto this topic about pushing the team?
I don't think so, bro. I
No?
think we should be.
Reaction justified by the fans because it's getting a little bad.
It's embarrassing, bro.
It's getting bad.
It's just so embarrassing. That's gonna be. I'm gonna name this title of this episode "Embarrassing." Just embarrassing. I mean, that's the word of the weekend, bro.
So
You know?
reaction by the fan base justified.
Yeah, I think so.
Reaction by the fan base justified. You see everything going on Twitter.
Hernan, of course, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think? You were out there. Me and you were out there watching the game together. What did you see? Hostile fans were upset, angry. Left the stadium early. Why? Because they don't want to see this.
Yeah,
They don't want to see a struggle. They don't want to see this performance.
Would you say this is the first time that you visually saw like just fans leaving early, bro?
Yeah.
Leaving
Yeah,
20
this
minutes
game,
early.
Yeah.
Yep. 20 minutes
I
at
agree.
least.
I agree.
Leaving early, walking away.
I remember I was like, hey, look, fans are
Yeah, we pointed
fans
it
are
out.
leaving. I saw 6 or 7
This-
people, and it's not people just going to the restroom. You're seeing groups of 8 people
Yeah.
get up, groups of 10 people get up. Those people are leaving.
Like officially, like for the first time ever, I think this is the first game where I visibly saw fans just said fuck that and they started leaving, bro, early.
All right, boys. Now, just to keep it moving, going on to one of the next topics, which is kind of like on the same thing, and I hate to kind of have a negative tone on the pod, but there's few things to be positive about. So the next topic is why have we failed in international cup so much? It's now becoming a trend for Austin FC. I have a quick tweet here. This is from LA Sin Filtro. They shared it yesterday. Austin loses first ever appearance in MLS match. Austin eliminated in first ever appearance in U.S. Open Cup. Austin eliminated in first ever appearance in a Western Conference Final. Austin eliminated in first ever appearance in CONCACAF Champions League. And Austin eliminated in first ever appearance in Leagues Cup versus Juarez and Mazatlan in the group stage. So the questions that I have here for this topic is, who is at fault for the failures in the Cups? We are the laughingstock of Liga MX and CONCACAF. Should this be a concern? And the last one is, how do we move on from this? Because I want solutions. I'm tired of complaints. I'm tired of arguments. I'm tired of the back and forth. I want solutions, right? Plenty of league left in MLS. We got to keep moving. So I want to start off with you, Bali. Anything you want to answer from those 3 questions? Maybe start off with who's at fault for the disasters in the Cups?
Well, to me, it's there's one person, and I'll blame this person because he is the person that is here, and that is Josh Wolf. To me, no player comes in if he doesn't give the green light, and some of those players that he gave the green light to are not good enough.
Then let's put Reina
Are
into
dead-
that category.
Of course, and I just told you that I'm blaming Josh Wolf because he is here. Okay?
Yeah.
Claudio Reina is not here, so I'm not worried about him, Hernan.
All right.
Okay? Rodolfo is here. Okay?
Facts.
But
Okay,
did
okay.
not Wolf put the best lineup he could to
He
compete?
did. He
Yes,
did.
yes.
He did,
What
but,
more
we,
do you-
but we were embarrassed in these. The question is, why were we embarrassed in these cups? Why?
Yeah.
Because our depth isn't good enough. Why? Because we signed a player like Tarek, what did he do, B? Do you remember what he did against Violet? He
Yeah.
embarrassed us and scored an own goal, and we never saw him again. Whose fault is that? I mean, Claudio Reina, he scouted him.
If-
And who gave him the green light to come in? Josh Wolf.
If I could say my reason is the lack of depth, bro.
For the failures in
In the
Cups.
cups, because okay, in the Champions League, we rotated crazy against the first game, and got spanked by Violet, right?
Yep.
But if you look back at the game, Amro Tarek is at fault for all 3 goals. In fact, he scored one himself. Okay, so, and then in the U.S. Open Cup, we had to rotate, and we rotated against Chicago and lost. And now the Leagues Cup, well, we didn't really rotate. We just had injuries, and we put the best lineup that we could, and we still lost. So, I think this comes down to depth, bro. I think we need to be able to rotate and still compete. Like I said last pod.
Yeah, just like you said.
And the,
Okay.
of course, the depth not being good enough.
Yeah.
And why is that not? Why is the depth not good
Now,
enough?
depth would be an excuse for season 2, season 3 for sure. But season
season-
1, I'm sorry,
Season 1. and
season 1 is not in the question because
Yeah.
we didn't have any cups. Season 2 and season 3. But in season 2, when we lost to San Antonio, was there a depth issue there?
2. We
There was not a
played
depth
strong,
issue
bro.
there.
We
We
played strong there.
we just didn't get the result versus a strong
No.
San Antonio team. Mind you, they were a really good team that year.
They won.
right?
They were champions
did.
that
They
year.
were champs that year, right? But that was not an issue whenever San Antonio came around, whenever that game was around. So I think it's been a mixture. I think it's been a mixture of poor roster signings, fitness issues, injuries, everything you guys just touched up on. So,
And
who-
also the lack of leadership, because in the season 2 we knew our captain was Ring, and you know how he is.
Yeah.
And then we had Gaberson there, and then come the third season, Ring was stripped, played center back. Gaberson is gone, so like 2 major voices in the locker room have just been shut out. So that also takes into effect as well, bro.
Now, just kind of wrapping up this first question on this topic, the reason why I had kind of brought it up and they're tying it all together is we can't just point our finger and say, oh, it's Josh
No,
Wolf's
yeah.
fault. It's
No.
his fault only. But the unfortunate thing about everything right now in Josh Wolf is the fact that it's easier to replace a coach than it is to replace an entire team when
Yeah.
things are not going your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's very true.
there can be a lot of Josh Wolf defenders out there, and they can have really good points. But after so many cup exits, I'm sure ownership is going to be raising an eyebrow like Carlo Ancelotti and saying, hey, well, if I can't change the whole team, I got to bring another coach and see if he can inspire these guys.
Yeah. That's
So-
the move.
The whole lineup for this game, it was good. It was what we needed. It wasn't there. So just the fact that saying, hey, Josh Wolf is a problem, there's a lot of things wrong with Austin FC
He
right
he
now.
gave the best lineup that he could with the
Yep.
injuries, bro. Did he
Yep.
not?
Yep.
Did he not?
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he
did.
did.
Yeah.
So maybe the motivational part of it. Okay, I get that part. Maybe but also you need leaders in your group, which it doesn't seem like there is. No Ruben Gaberson, no Alex Ring. Drussi doesn't seem to be vocal. So all that mixture on top of it is just
And it's unfortunate, but the way that this ends, the way that everything just calms down, a lot of people might not want to hear this, but it's with Josh Wolf leaving
Yeah.
this club.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. I'm not Wolf out myself. I think, give him to the end of the season. But I think at the end of the season, this all calms down with Wolf leaving Austin FC.
I mean,
Yeah.
the last hope that he has is if we can maintain yet another run in the MLS
Yes.
and finish, I would say, bro, top 5.
I mean, but we all know what's gonna happen, bro. We'll make playoffs and we'll lose.
We don't know that, though.
We don't know
We
yet,
bro.
don't
We
know
don't know.
that. We don't
We
know
don't
that.
know that, bro.
We don't
Look,
know that.
what we do know is we're shit in cup competitions. But last year we went to the conference finals.
Yep.
So first season we didn't even qualify. Second conference final. Third, we'll see, bro. I mean, it's all we got
Yeah,
left,
can-
bro.
Can I take a break or something? Can I
Couple
go to the
more
restroom or
questions. Hold on.
something?
No.
Can I take? I really need
Couple
a break
more
right
questions.
Now. I
We're
honestly-
almost done.
I honestly need a break right now.
We're almost done.
Before
We're almost
I,
done.
Before I do
We're
something that
We're
I'm gonna
almost done.
regret on
We're almost
camera,
done.
bro.
Second question.
Respectfully.
Second question.
I want to be. I'm being real right now. Respectfully, please.
Just one more question.
One more question.
Just one
Ray.
more question, please. We're almost done. Just okay. How do we move on from this? There's still plenty of league left in MLS. How do we face the last couple of
Yeah.
months, the last 4 to 5, 6 months in league play? You want me to go to B? Go ahead. B.
We harnessed all this shit, bro. We harnessed the Violet disaster. We harnessed the US Open crash, the Leagues Cup embarrassment.
Is he
Harnessed.
good? Is he good?
I don't think so. You harnessed all that energy, bro. All that negativity, the national embarrassment, and you make this one last push in this MLS because that's all that we have left. And if we come back against St. Louis and we lose off the bat, and then the results there, I mean, it's gonna fade away quick, bro. It's gonna fade away really quick. But it's all we got left. We gotta make a push. We gotta
Yep.
make a push.
Gotta
bro.
make a
We
push.
got 3 weeks off. The team has 3 weeks off.
Then they have to regroup
So
Now-
does St. Louis as well.
against St. Louis. So we don't show anything. I mean,
Yeah.
So how do we move on from this disaster enough to get mentally ready to face a tough
I mean,
St.
now
Louis?
we have to regroup and push for the MLS Cup now. And playoffs. I mean, to me, you're telling me what I should do. This 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
Monday. If I was AP, I'll tell Josh Wolf, come to my office. It's time. I'm sorry.
But who you bringing
Time
in?
to go. And then I'll tell Rodolfo,
Oh, brother.
what do you
Nah.
think? What do you think? What do you think we should? What do you think's the plan? What do you think? How do you think we should move on from this? And I bet you Rodolfo has somebody in mind. I
But
promise
you don't want to.
he
You don't
does.
want to. You don't want to.
I promise
do
you,
something
but-
drastic.
But of course, it won't happen. AP loves Josh. So It won't happen.
He's gonna get the rest of the season, bro.
So yeah, so he'll get the rest of the season. We'll push for playoffs, and let's go for it. Let's go for it.
I
Let's
think
get
go for
everyone
it.
fit first.
Let's go for it.
On that point, just real quick, before I go into the next topic, which is like a preview for St. Louis, I think AP is going to start to care when people start to not come to the games.
Well, I mean, like we said, this is the first game where we visibly saw fans leaving, bro, early.
They were leaving early, but they still bought the ticket.
Yeah, they did.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying? You
did.
can leave early all you want, but as long as that stadium has that sold-out streak, as long as people still keep on buying kits, I think AP is in a position to, I guess,
But-
maybe not care, quote unquote.
Look, but you don't bring in a someone like Rodo as sporting director and not care.
True.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
True.
So
True.
he cares. I'm sure he cares about
That's
the
true.
club, bro. It's just been a disastrous season, bro.
Precourt gives me the vibes of an owner that wants to win trophies.
Yeah.
He wants to pride himself on having a successful team, not a successful organization that makes him money. Like, I don't want to send some shots, but that's the vibe that I get from Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Charlotte
sure.
Charlotte just wants to have a money making machine that's always busy. Whenever Panthers aren't there, Charlotte FC is using
There,
that.
yeah.
And I feel like Precourt is an owner that wants to win trophies. So just like you said, bringing in a guy like Rodo Borrell gives you signs that
Yeah.
Precourt wants to win. So I'm excited to see what moves are going to be coming up, because this is going to trigger some moves, 100%.
Yeah.
It has to. It has to. Now, just a couple more things. St. Louis up next, August 20th. Wolf wants to set up a friendly with another team to get ready, kind of like a mini preseason is what Josh Wolf
Yeah,
wants
3
to have
weeks off,
in the
bro.
next 3 weeks. So we're going to see
Yeah.
a little bit of a mini preseason. Phil West asked him if there's going to be a game closed doors. Josh Wolf said most likely it'll be closed doors with no media, no fans. Verde Hill as always. So it's interesting to see what team that'll be versus maybe like a RGV Toros, maybe like a St. Louis City, maybe San Antonio FC. We don't know exactly, right? So I want to ask y'all, we currently sit in fifth in the West. Early predictions for the St. Louis game, and how should we approach that game? I guess, kind of the same way that we did this one, with the same lineup. Maybe an early score prediction.
It's still a whiles away, to be honest with you, bro. I mean, we got to see who's coming back healthy, who's still not yet healthy. Like, I know this Drusy number 9 looks kind of good, I guess, but I think if we have a healthy Maxi, a healthy Zardes, I think they start, bro. So it's hard. It's hard to tell, but we're gonna have to regroup. We're gonna have to get healthy, and I think that if Maxi or Zardes are back to healthy, I think they start, bro.
Interesting, Bobby. Same question goes to you, mate. We're gonna come off of a little mini preseason. Then we're gonna face St. Louis. Maybe an early score prediction, maybe an early sentiment for that game.
That's too early. Man.
I know I asked you already, but how should we approach it? You know what I'm saying? We talked about the lineup, how we would like it versus St. Louis, but any thoughts?
I want that bounce back mentality. I want us to bounce back. I want to see some of these players that are not fit. I want to see them back fit. I want us to go at St. Louis. We know that they're number one right now. They're number one in our conference.
America schooled them.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah, they did.
destroyed them.
Maybe
They
hurt
did.
their pride a little bit.
Yeah, they did. But you know
Yeah.
what? They're gonna want to prove something, and they have a perfect game to do it. Austin at
Okay.
home.
No.
So
That's gonna be a tough atmosphere to go to, bro. I've heard
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
stadium
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
far.
it's gonna be a tough game, man. Hopefully we bounce back. I want us to show fight, man. This is our only competition that we're fighting for, and let's go for it, man.
Hey, should we go to that game?
I think honestly, like I've
Should
been
we
so
go?
bummed out.
How far is the
man.
drive? Is it a drive or is it a
No,
flight?
we could fly.
I'll be honest. This last defeat against Juarez, honestly, was devastating, bro. Honestly,
Yeah, it hurt.
honestly, it destroyed me. It destroyed me. It made me.
Did it hurt more than the Violet?
It hurt more than the Violet.
Nah, there's no way.
It hurt more than
There's
the
no
Violet,
way.
bro. It hurt
When
more
we
than the Violet.
when we got crushed at the Champions League,
It
bro,
hurt more
I
than the
wanted to
Violet.
cry.
It hurt
bro.
more. No.
No, it hurt.
Nah.
Violet hurt
defeat-
more.
Violet hurt
more.
way more,
this
Violet hurt
defeat-
more.
bro. Violet hurt way more, dude. I wanted to cry, bro.
Yeah.
This defeat hurt, bro.
That shit sucked away. I was getting like kind of weird at the
Violet
outside. I
hurt
was
more,
like,
bro, because we were
fuck.
the clear favorites. I mean,
And
come
it
on.
was they had 2 people on their bench, mate.
They had to recruit guys from
This season,
mid pro
This-
teams, semi pro teams.
we had this little conversation on the group chat. Does
Yeah.
this season hurt more than the first?
Yeah.
Yes, because the first
Yeah.
season
Yes.
was an expansion season. Yeah, no,
So-
this
Nah,
season has
this
been
season
terrible.
This
season has been
hurt
terrible.
so much. Bro.
Terrible. The fact
Terrible season.
the fact that we've still continued to do pods, Twitter Spaces, fan
Yeah,
reactions
bro.
is
Like,
beyond
it's
me.
Yo,
It's absolutely beyond
we're
me
getting
because
cooked online, bro.
Bro,
And destroyed online.
and real quick on that
Destroyed
Embarrassed.
on that note, some DMs have started to come back. People saying, "Oh, this is only done for interaction. Bali is only saying these things to get likes or
No,
whatever."
What?
we've done this since day one.
Yeah.
We've done this since Austin FC had first kicked the ball versus LAFC in 2021. This is
Yeah.
not for interactions. This is not for anything more than covering the team for the people that are out there listening to us and what we have to say.
Genuine, bro.
Genuine, mate. So I know that sometimes emotion rises high. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But nobody ever brings this up whenever we're winning. And We're Austin TV is having banger Twitter spaces with everybody happy. Fan reactions are
Yeah.
always happy.
It's
These
only-
things always come up when we're in a bad, run of games. And they just, some folks just want to attack.
And the way that I see it, bro, look, we are obviously we pride ourselves in what we do because we kind of give fans a voice, right?
Yes.
So we give fans a voice. The fans reflect the team and the results. So when the results aren't going our way, we're getting embarrassed. It reflects on the fans, and when they speak, it's a reflection.
Yep.
We're just providing a platform for fans to speak.
Yep.
And when things are good, everything's fine. But when things start to go bad, there's a lot of talk. That
Now,
kind of talk.
The same way as some people have talked bad on whatever kind of content we had posted because of the team is in the state that they're in, a
Yeah.
lot of people had also said, hey, you know what? Because of y'all, I keep up with Austin FC. And
Yeah.
honestly, because of y'all, I didn't even know that Austin had a team.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
now I know. So
Yeah.
how I see it, We're Austin TV is a highway of information that
A
is
voice.
Austin FC. It's a voice for the fans. And I think we're going to keep doing it.
And then also, we're not seeking out.
Yes.
Like, we're there with the mic. Anyone
Yes.
that wants to come by and say, we will not. Everyone speaks, bro.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what. If you want to come on and bash the team because you felt like you spent $300 on one night and you're pissed off because of that performance, then say it. Or you can come in and be like, look, I'm not too worried about this competition. It's okay. MLS is fine. Then say it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's how we are.
Yep. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
It's starting to come back just a little bit. I'm starting to notice it here and there, and I just wanted to squish it before it gets into
bro,
a bigger bug.
People are dumb, bro. People think, Bali has an agenda. Austin FC, he loses and Bali's happy. You think I'm happy? You think I'm happy to see my team lose? Be real with yourself now. Just listen to yourself right now.
That is
Don't
a
be
good
dumb.
point.
Yeah,
I
also, they don't know
love
you.
this team.
They don't know
Let-
you.
Let me tell you something. When I was out there when the Q2 was being made, and the construction was, and we were there outside with La Murga,
was hot.
we're out there and it was hot.
Drinking
Hot.
beer.
We're drinking beer,
Wearing
there,
pants.
cheering for the team, learning the new chants.
Yeah.
I was there. There was around 10, 15 people there. Those idiots online. I didn't see you there.
Let's not disrespect.
No. Hold on.
Let's not belittle.
I didn't see you there. So how about you show some respect? Because I love this club, and I'll do anything.
We love this club.
I'll do anything for this club. I love this club.
I'm sure the other person on
But
the other side
don't
loves Austin
disrespect
FC
don't
just as
disrespect
much.
me on tagging me and tag me
Yeah.
on these posts, and you trying to make pictures with my face and all. Look at Bali with the FC Dallas shirt and the Houston. Don't try to act funny. If you want to act funny with me, meet me outside Q2. If you want to act funny with me,
That was
nah,
kind
nah,
of
nah,
funny.
we're not
That
gonna
was
do
kind
that.
of funny. That was
We're
kind
not
of
gonna
funny.
we're not gonna entice anybody
Yes,
to
exactly.
do anything.
Exactly. You
So,
see, Bali kind of
people-
takes it too far
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Bali kind of takes, and maybe some
Also,
fans point that out.
because it's too much disrespect
Also,
now.
look, it's different
growing,
when-
it's growing, and like you said, I wanna put a stamp on it. I wanna squish that shit.
Before it gets too big.
yeah. Plus,
Okay.
also, you see clips, you see videos online of someone. You don't know the person, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know the person to
Yeah.
make assumptions like that. But look, this shit happens, Age. When Violet era, real toxic, bro.
Yes.
Real toxic. This
Season
time,
one. Season one.
got
Season
real
one.
toxic, bro.
I remember when Pollo FC and I almost and the cop showed up.
Cop showed up.
It's all cool though. It's all cool.
It's
now.
all cool now.
But
But
that was season
okay,
one,
Hey, but last year, man, we were flying high, hugging each other, going out to eat.
and we were doing the same stuff.
Same stuff. But it
Same
was,
stuff.
and when things get toxic, they start to get a little toxic, and there's a little friction within the fan base,
Yep.
and that's what happens when the team isn't playing well.
Win, lose, tie. Twitter Spaces are always
We're
going to
there.
happen. It's not just, these guys make Twitter Spaces when Austin FC loses. No.
No.
Matter of fact, I see a lot more of y'all when we lose
Yeah.
on Spaces than when we win.
You weren't there when we were celebrating, those victories last season.
I'm
and
just
this and
saying.
that,
I'm just saying. Whenever we win, Twitter Spaces are like 40, 50 people. But when we lose, 120,
Yeah.
140,
Yeah.
160.
Yeah.
Whenever we win, next day, 500 people tune in Spaces. When we lose, 1,200 people,
Yeah.
1,400 people. So you tell me.
That's what it is, bro.
You tell me.
Either way, we're out here and we're still gonna be.
We're out here grinding, mate. So it's been another episode. Shout out to Primo controlling the ones and twos in the background. Appreciate you, my G. Shout out to B. Shout out to Bali. Shout out to everybody that tunes into our content and supports us on everything that we do.
Yeah,
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to support our show, get you some
Packley.
snacks. You get 10% off. Use our promo code WAATV. 10% off your entire purchase. Get you some snacks, and you'll be supporting the show too, man. We could use another fan in here. You know what I mean?
Primo was trying to order one box, and he accidentally added 10. So he ordered 10 boxes to his
Oh
house.
God damn!
Shout out,
Did he?
Primo.
And it was worth it, bro.
And he forgot to put the code.
Hey, shout out to everybody. Bali, thank you for being
Yeah,
here. I know it's a tough
Bali.
time for you. It's been episode 106.
Nah,
We'll
I
be
think
back for more.
108.
108, bro.
Wow, my bad.
Yeah, 108.
Episode 108. We'll be back for
Yeah.
more after this little break, and we'll drop some content in between. We'll be back for the St. Louis show. Later.